They want to look like Nicki Minaj. They want to look like Kim Kardashian. I want to look like Nicki Minaj. But
so we're back. It's been a while.
A long while.
Like we went through some pretty.
I'm a blonde.
I'm redhead.
That's how long it's been. We've switched. So, oh god. We have something serious to talk about, which is, I think it's pretty unlike us because we're generally people who try to laugh a lot, and we
like being happy.
Yeah, we really do. I mean, I'm a naturally happy person. It's just really easy. And there's this really, really controversial video going around, as I'm pretty sure everybody knows. It's Nicole Arbour's fat shaming video.
Dear fat.
So the first part of this, I just want to talk about her video. The Walking Dead is awesome, okay? I don't personally watch it. He doesn't personally watch it. But I know from friends that it is awesome. I guess I can't really make a clear point because I don't watch it myself. Then she goes on to say that fat people made up fat shaming. And you know what? I looked it up. I looked up fat shaming on Urban Dictionary, and on Urban Dictionary it does say that fat shaming is something that fat people made up, and that this is new news to him.
Like Urban Dictionary, that's your source?
Yeah, well, and everywhere I did look, because I did look besides Urban Dictionary, I looked at a few other definition places, and fat shaming is considered something that fat people made up, which makes sense because it's fat shaming. Fat people made it up because they're the ones who are inflicted with it, and they're the ones who go through it. And it's really sad because fat shaming is a part of body shaming, and body shaming is quote unquote shaming someone for their body type, which is the same exact thing as fat shaming. You're fat shaming, you're shaming someone for being fat. That is their body type. Their body type is fat. Yes, I could work out every day. I could go on ahead and change things for myself. I could, if I really wanted to, and I've thought about it, believe me. But I don't have time, and when I do have time, I want to sleep. Crazy thing is, because of this video, I haven't been able to sleep, but doesn't mean I started working out. Sorry, Nicole Arbour. Your fight on this wasn't amazing to the point where now I've lost 500 pounds. Thank you, Nicole Arbour.
500 pounds?
Anyway, I'm exaggerating.
I know, I was like, disappear.
Then she goes to talk about how she said something about, are you gonna tell the doctors that they're fat shaming because you have heart disease? Okay. Heart disease isn't single to only fat people.
I could have heart disease.
Anybody could have heart disease depending on your health. That brings the whole thing to healthy versus fat. I've been to the doctor, I go to the doctor all the time. I go to the doctor at least once or twice a year just to get checkups. My mom had breast cancer, so I have to get checkups. As they tell me every time I go, even though they like to test me just in case, you don't have any kind of diseases, you don't have diabetes, you don't have anything, we're just gonna make sure, because it does run in my family, that we do have them. So they go and they test me and they're like, you're perfectly healthy, you're fine. So the point of this is there's a difference between being fat and being healthy. You can be fat and still be healthy. There are a lot of things that contribute to being fit and that contribute to being a slim person. There are a lot of things that contribute to that, and sometimes nothing contributes to it and you're just lucky and you get to be skinny, i.e. Sean. You're the definition of when do you eat healthy?
Never. I literally ate 4 pieces of pizza last night when we hung out.
Yeah, and I ate 2. She said that you should keep fat shaming. Fat shaming should be done because you're shaming people into losing weight. That's also called bullying. Maybe it does help some people. I mean, I know that there were times in my life when I was shamed into being someone else, into changing my body for other people. But my body isn't to please other people. It's to please me. And I'm the only person that matters. I don't know. I just don't know how to face this, and I don't know how to talk about it because this is such a controversial issue. I just wanted to talk about her video because she doesn't have a right to say what she said. She really doesn't. And it sucks because this brings in the whole men and women in comedy. And it's so true that if a man had said this, we'd all be like, F him, and then have walked away. We would have let it go. There wouldn't be so much controversy about it. The thing is that women's God, as a woman, we are judged on our body so much more than men. As a woman, she should have known better than to do this. She shouldn't have said anything about this because she is a woman, and it's sad that that's the way the world is, but it is. I know y'all all know Grace on YouTube, right? Everybody knows Grace on YouTube.
I would hope everybody knows Grace.
So Grace had some great things to say, and he's gonna go ahead and link it on the bottom of the video.
I'll even put a click here for the video somewhere.
Somewhere? Grace is just a great person on YouTube, and she's not the type at all to talk about anything like this. At least you wouldn't think that she would. It's just not something that she's ever done before.
Her videos aren't very serious.
Yeah,
She's
a comedian. She's a comedian. That's what she gets paid for. She gets paid to be a comedian.
So for her to make a video like this, it's just like...
And she talks about it, and she talks about what it's like to be a comedian and how it should have been talked about differently and stuff like that. So if you want to see that, go on ahead. But I mean, for Grace to have said something about this, it's serious.
And she makes a really good point as the fact that Nicole Arbour disabled her comment. As a comedian, you should be able to take that and use that to make your comedy better. Be like, okay, this didn't work, I need to try something different. I don't know. I just know Nicole Arbour has been doing these kind of videos like since she started YouTube.
Oh yeah, and all of her videos have been very controversial, which makes sense. As a well, I don't know as a comedian, but I know like if you want to get famous or you want to get more viewers, you start talking about things that are controversial so that more people will watch your videos. It makes sense.
Talk about things that piss people off.
On Twitter, Nicole Arbour had a bunch of things to say, and she's like retweeting things that are for her and that stand for her. I would too. If anybody was like, yeah, Brianna's so right, I would totally be like, yeah. But I retweeted it. But she also retweeted something that made me very upset to the point where I started crying. She says, I've received so many thanks messages from obese and overweight taking shit into their own hands now. Hashtag feeling proud, hashtag routine. Which, great, you know what? These women are taking it into their own hands and deciding that they need to lose weight. That's great. But they shouldn't need to do it for her. Your body doesn't need to be for anyone else. You don't have to change for anybody. The way you are is great. And yes, you decide you want to get healthier, go on ahead, get healthier. If you decide you want to lose weight, do it. But you should do it for you, not for somebody who's on the internet deciding to say all of these things about your body. You are enough just the way you are.
I was gonna make a whole video on this by myself, but I could not even get my thoughts together because I'm not a list person. I don't write things down like her. I'm not very organized. I kind of just turn on the camera and just go with it. But when you're behind a camera, or even behind a computer screen, you dehumanize people. She wasn't seeing it as people watching her video. She was seeing it as views. You just gotta remember that the people watching your video, they're not robots. They have feelings.
This in no way is any way in insulting Nicole Arbour. We understand that she is a comedian. We understand what she was trying to say, and we are in no way trying to shit talk her. I don't want to shit talk her. He's the one who wants to.
I'm coming for her edges, dude. That weed is mine.
But I don't want to shit talk her because everybody has the right to their own opinion.
Okay, so as you guys know, this is YouTube, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. We enjoy it. Like, we're just like, oh.
Yeah, we get really excited, especially when people comment. Oh. That makes me the most excited. You don't even know.
We like when people comment because we like opinions.
We really do. Like, we want to know what you guys think. And if you guys are completely against us and hate us because we hate Nicole Arbour, that's fine. Everybody has...
Just be nice about it. And if you want to see more, make sure you guys subscribe because we like that too. If you like this, if you thought we were cute, then anything possible. Follow us on all our social media and we out.
Bye!
Do this, but we're too far away.
Throw your laptop at him.
Oh my